Dr. Acton, who has done such a phenomenal job, just signed an Ohio Health Director's order. Dr. Acton just signed a stay-at-home order for all Ohioans. Other states have referred to this as shelter-in-place. We prefer stay-at-home. Either one, it's pretty much the same thing. And that order will be up online shortly. You'll have the opportunity to look at it. But let me just start by saying that there really is nothing in that order that we have not already been talking about. There's nothing in that order that I have not been asking you to do for the last week or so. This order has really three separate parts. The first part is stay-at-home order. And it allows, this is the copy of the order that Dr. Acton just signed. It is self-explanatory. I think for a government document, it's pretty easy to read. But it does permit exceptions to staying at home. And these are the common sense ones that we've been talking about. Leaving home for essential activities is permitted, for health and safety, for necessary supplies and services, for outdoor activity. Take a walk, walk your dog, go to a park. Although playgrounds, which are particularly susceptible to the spread disease, are closed. Certain types of work that's deemed essential, and I'll talk about that in a moment. And the final one, E on page 2, to take care of others. We don't want anyone to misunderstand. You still can take care of your neighbor. You can still take care of your mother, your dad, your child. I'll just read from it. To care for a family member, a friend, or pet in another household, and to transport family members, friends, or pets is allowed by this order. This includes attending weddings and funerals. Again, it's common sense. The second part of the order lists the essential businesses that will be allowed to stay open. And I want to point out that we use the Homeland Security document identifying essential workers. This document has been used, I know, by several other states as well. And I think these are generally the accepted businesses that are essential for us to continue to live. For each, the third part I would like to talk about is that each of the businesses that are allowed to stay open must follow good protocol, good guidelines in regard to health. Let me turn to page 8 and read some of these. Again, nothing new, nothing that we have not been talking about, nothing that Dr. Acton has not been talking about. For purposes of this order, social distancing requirements includes maintaining at least 6-foot social distancing from other individuals, washing hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, and on and on. Required measures, businesses, designate 6-foot distances. Workers should not be any closer than 6 foot, and it talks about that. Hand sanitizer and sanitizing products must be readily available for employees and customers. Number 3, separate operating hours for vulnerable populations, implementing separate operating hours for the elderly and vulnerable customers. Online and remote access, posting online whether facility is open, and how best to reach the facility and continue services by phone. And there's many more. But these are just basic, common sense things that we have covered. But the businesses that will be able to remain open will be subject to these specific, what is now an order. This document, these orders can be enforced by the local health departments as well as local law enforcement. The order will go into effect tomorrow night at midnight. So at actually 11:59 p.m. Monday night. It will stay in effect until April 6th. We obviously will reassess that order at that time.